Well, hello. Back out elk hunting again. This spot looks a little familiar. This is the same kind of area where earlier Greg and Josh and I, MBK, got into some bugling bulls, and we just did a day trip in here. And I'm back for the last week of September, and I'm by myself, and I decided I'd backpack in here this time. And I no sooner got up into kind of where it starts getting good, and it's 1:30, it's middle of the afternoon, early afternoon, and boom, there's a herd of elk kind of on that hillside right behind me there. No bulls, just half a dozen cows and calves. Might have been like a spike in there, but I couldn't tell, which is always a good sign. It's always a good sign to see elk where you're going, even if you don't see a big bomber bull. Pretty cool. I'm sitting up here glassing just to hear bulls. There's bulls bugling like right below me here. I think they're just like taunting me, knowing that I can't go on. I hope he's down. It was a close shot. I had to tuck it in right behind his shoulder blade, so. Got to where we were gonna camp here in a little ridge above a white bark pine. Kind of a high windy spot. I'm not really sure I chose the best spot, but I like it because I can see and hear a lot from this spot. And it's kind of elky all around me, so nice little spot to camp, but hopefully it's not just howling wind all night. That's about 5 o'clock. So we got about 2.5, maybe 3 hours of daylight left. And I still need to get water. There's a spring down below me a little ways. So I think I'll probably do that tonight in the dark. I'm gonna keep hunting up this drainage a little bit. There's a couple more little canyons or draws, see if I can't go bugle one up. I haven't heard anything bugle yet. Saw those cows when I first got here. There's a single cow on the opposite side of this canyon I'm on, just out in the middle of nowhere, out in the open, just feeding right now, all by her lonesome. So our goal is to see if we can find an elk that's fired up. If I can find an elk that's bugling, it gives me something to go to tomorrow. Also gives me something for me to try and make a play on tonight. And then like the taxonomy of elk hunting bugles, ideally you find one that's already bugling and fired up. It's like best case scenario. Second best option is you find one that responds to you and then you can get fired up. third worst is like you hear one response and then just can't get them to talk anymore. I suppose the fourth option is that you never hear anything. That always sucks. That's a cool old tree right here. I'll show you in just a second. Yeah, there's something about big, old, white barks. That's just so cool. Real windy night. Elk on the other side of the canyon, which isn't real helpful. But I can't. If there's bugling going on, I can't hear it. It's a gorgeous night out, but it'd be nice if the wind calmed down just a little bit. I thought maybe I kind of heard a bugle down below us here, but it's hard to say. Ooh, it's chilly. Can you hear that? How loud that tent is? Yeah, it's a good way of knowing I picked a poor spot to pitch my tent. But I hope the winds calm down once it gets dark out. Might be wishful thinking. I also forgot not one, but 2 layers. And it's pretty cold out. So I'm probably going to be wishing I had those layers a little bit later. Alright, I'm gonna make some dinner here. Kind of settle in for the night and hope that tomorrow is a little better. Definitely elk around, which is always good. But a little bit of rutting activity or find a bull that's willing to play ball with us would be nice. Welcome to another beautiful day in the elk woods. There's nothing bugling right around me, but There's bugles on the other side of this canyon going off like crazy. And I've got one struck up just down the ridge from me. So I got my camp backed up. I'm going to start easing down this ridge. It's real hard to tell exactly where he was at with the wind, but he wasn't terribly far away. And on the other side of this canyon, there's elk. I can just see them in the open crawling around. And I can hear bugles, but they're just so far away, it's hard to pinpoint them. But good news is we're in elk, and there's some bugling going on. So I'm going to see if I can find this close one. I'm going to work down, and I think if I can't get this one to play ball, I may end up just going down across the canyon. And on that other side. Holy shit, guys. I just shot a bull. Oh my god, that was fucking wild. Sorry, excuse my language. I've been in these elk this morning. Oh my gosh. I almost gave up. I was going to go across the canyon. Just heading down, I heard it. Faint bugle. And then, oh my gosh, I hope he's down. It was a close shot. I had to tuck it in right behind his shoulder blade, so I'll bet he was like straight line distance, maybe like 12 yards. So I was over there, I was in him. I had a really nice bull at 47 yards. There he goes down. I think he just went down. Oh gosh. I think I just heard him go down. I just heard a crash. Oh my gosh, I hope that worked out. Anyways, I had a nice bull and a cow. Like 40, yeah. She was at like 35 yards. He was at 47. I just couldn't get a shot. He wandered off to the right. And this bull that I just shot
was the one that was bugling. And I got in close and screamed, and all of a sudden I heard him, like, the next bugle was further away, and I was like, shoot. So I just got my back and started chasing after him. Bugled, he responded right away, and I can see him through the trees just, like, raking the heck out of a tree. And I was bugling and grunting, he was grunting, and then all of a sudden he just turned and started walking away, and so I just charged after him. Ripped a bugle, and he was just going down to the steep, nasty stuff. He couldn't have been more than 20 yards away from me when I ripped that bugle, and he grunted, and he was just sitting there. He didn't move, and so I ripped another bugle, and then I see him just sneaking around the edge here to try and get side of me, because he knew. I tried to let him know that I wasn't going to let him get out of here without a fight, and he didn't really want to fight, but eventually he kind of turned and started going back. I could see his antlers, and he stopped kind of just right behind a tree, and I just had a little glimpse of right behind his shoulder, so I let one fly. Didn't have time to range or anything, but it was so close. That was so wild. I really hope that bull went down just now. That was the crash I heard. I shot, and he went down, cut back right, and then last thing I saw was he was going right down the steep stuff. Man, what a wild ride, what a wild morning. Time to go see if we can find this bull. This is where you find out how heartbroken you're gonna be, or how excited you're gonna be. It's always nerve-wracking. I'll go down and see if I can just find his tracks and follow him, since he was running like a banshee. I can't believe he didn't see me draw back either. Man, I do love elk hunting. It is a blast. And there are elk going nuts in this canyon. I mean, they're a ways away. And I can still hear elk bugling. And it's nasty country too. But they're just tucked up in this high country, high timber bugling. Oh, God, man. What a journey. I'm gonna go see if I can see where I hit him, where he ran. I'm gonna give it about 5 minutes, 25 minutes, and I'm gonna start moving down. I just can't believe it. If you've never had to call an elk by yourself, it's a tough ball game. It's a lot easier with two people. I would have felt confident this morning as I was working this herd originally. If I had two people, you could have sent one guy up ahead and had one guy hang back and just get him worked up, but it was hard. A lot of bouncing back and forth. Unbelievable. It felt like a good shot. I hope he's down there dead. I think the only thing that concerns me is I hit bone. But I think I was able to tuck it far enough back where it should have been like double lung. And we'll find out real soon. This is thick country. Oh, man. Gosh, this is thick. Well, I don't know if you can see that. Found my arrow down there below the bowl where he was standing, complete pass through. Doesn't even look like the kudu point hit any bone. So that's a good sign. It looks like good. Kind of that good pink, kind of frothy blood. Looks like lung to me, if I was guessing. Which is right about where it should be.
The anticipation is the worst. I should say the waiting is the hardest part. It's not quite 10 o'clock. Man, it's been a rough season too for me. You know, I have 2 girls now. I have a brand new baby girl that my wife, Ange, I know you don't watch my hunting videos, but I love you. And I appreciate you for letting me do this. But it's just been tough to get out. It's been hard knowing how tough it is for family situation. But it's been tough. So I hope this is maybe a turn of events here. I feel like I'm looking for a needle in a haystack here. I can't tell if these are like other elk tracks I'm seeing. Could have been cows with him running that I didn't see that weren't running. Got my spot marked on my GPS where I shot, and I know I heard it crash like straight as an arrow, kind of down from where I was at. So, oh, there's your running track. So I'm just gonna poke down here and kind of wander through this timber. I'm sure that was him falling down. Kind of a hard sound to miss. And if not, I'll go back up, find blood, tracks, find a different way. I'll do the lazy man's tracking right now, though. Where you at? There he is. Yes. Yes. I'll show you that's how I saw him. Caught his leg. Oh my goodness. I'm pretty excited here. What a wild ride. What a ride. Yep, that's exactly how he fell. Oh boy. Oh, my shot was good too. You can see it right there. Oh boy, I am so excited, you guys. That is phenomenal. I'll be honest with you guys, after not seeing or hearing anything around camp, I was like, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to bail out of here and backpack in somewhere else. Because there's already elk bugling here, and then, you know, I heard a few last night. I could hear these like way off whistles in the middle of the night. And I woke up this morning and still like not much, man. Bugle around me, nothing. I could hear like one on the other side of the canyon. I was like, ugh, this is gonna be tough. And now here we are, a couple hours later. I've got a dead bull. Just picked up. I don't know how to describe it, so good reminder not to get too discouraged. He's not a monster, but I'm stoked. I was willing to shoot anything at this point because I didn't have a whole lot of time. All right, I'm gonna put the camera down. It's gonna be really fun by myself on the steep slope. See if I can turn him a little bit here, and we're gonna get started working him up. If you can't tell, I'm pretty excited right now. This is awesome. All right, Mama, I'm coming home. the unsexy part of elk hunting by yourself. Just trying to figure out how to move and cut up an animal by yourself. It's gonna take a long time. I'm afraid if I swing his legs down, he's gonna go way down mountain. It's even worse down there, so I'm gonna tie his head off. It's gonna take a minute. Those of you a little curious like me where I hit that thing, I don't know if you can see, but that broadhead just nicked that heart right there. Let's see if I can see that, get that up close. And then got in the lungs, so must have just like nicked that heart. And then the lungs were definitely hammered when I opened that thing up. Elk hearts are big and they're also delicious, so if you don't take out the elk heart, you're missing out. Take this thing home, trim up all the ventricles, and lots of ways to cook it that are really good, but slice it up, fry it just real thinly, real lightly with olive oil, and put it on sandwiches. Just eat it with salt and pepper and olive oil. Lots of options, but it's delicious. I've got this whole elk cut up now, so just got to get the cape the head, get the antlers off, and then I've got a couple quarters I have to skin that are hanging in a tree. And then it's time to start hauling stuff back towards camp, and then from here on out it's just straight work and a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoyed this elk hunt, and we really wish I would have gotten that kill shot on film, but filming and hunting by yourself, it's a real bear sometimes. So appreciate you watching, and if you want to see all the great hunting content that we have coming out, and we got tons more coming out, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I'll see you on the next hunt.